All right, everybody. Welcome. We are today launching book club number 2, and the book is Influence by Robert Cialdini, and it's with myself and Dee. Just gonna let Dee in. Oh, there she is. Hang on, Dee. I'm trying to get you to join. It's not, oh, there we go. Thank you all for joining. Wonderful to have all of you here.
Hello.
Dee, are you coming on? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, can you
Hello,
hear me
hello.
okay?
So welcome. Today is, oh, I'm hearing an
Hey.
echo of myself. Yeah, I can hear you. It just looks like you're loading a little bit.
Okay, let's see. Okay, what about now, Abs?
Yeah, I think we're good. You're a little choppy, but I think that'll improve with time. Yeah, okay, it's better now. So everybody, welcome. We are introducing our second book club book. It's called Influence by Robert Cialdini. And the hosts, myself and Dee. I don't know if we need an introduction, but myself, I am your mindset, high entrepreneurship, networking, for expanding your inner self as well as your external capabilities. And we also have Dee. Dee, do you want to briefly introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hey guys, I am a really good friend of Abs, and that's all the introduction I need. Just kidding. So I am a serial entrepreneur, and currently I'm growing a community of magicians because I think that we need to create communities where people who are growing food could be connected to other people. So basically, in the early stage process of essentially experimenting with this community on Dirt Magicians. And I'm a serial entrepreneur and have a lot of experience building businesses. This would be my third, the first one being a colossal failure, the second one being a colossal success. I guess I just go between polarities, absolute failure to absolute success. And then the third one, I'm not really sure where that journey is going to take me. But yeah, on that journey now. And of course, we've already done one book in our book club. And it's exciting because I'm really excited to see what comes of the second book. We're both super excited to read Influence for very, very specific reasons pertaining to the work that we're doing. So we kind of want to take you on that journey. And the format from last time, which is we'll read a book and we read one chapter every day. And then we actually talk about how we plan to implement the learnings into our specific lives, whether it's our work or other aspects of our life, but specifically our work. So it brings a book from a theoretical realm into something far more practical, because we want to talk about, well, what can we actually do to adopt those ideas? So I'm really excited to do this with this book, very, very specifically this book.
Yeah, and I just want to add two things. One, not only are we going to share how we plan to implement, but we will also be implementing. And on later days, we will come back and share with you our learnings and our results. And at the same time, we invite all of you, whoever is joining us, to come back and let us know, what did you learn? And how has that been for you as you implemented it? And for those of you that are watching the replays, again, you're welcome to come back and leave a comment. You don't have to be watching it live. You don't have to be joining us live necessarily. This is a process that is ongoing. And just as Dee mentioned, she and I are both working on different projects. We're building things out. And this book, Influence, was picked for a very specific reason. We have our individual reasons, but at the same time, the most important thing, which is underlying, and it probably applies to a lot of you that are in business or any other kind of work where communication is very heavy, it's about persuasion, right? Communication is a way to share something that's in your mind. And if you can persuade someone to understand and go with what you want them to do, not in a manipulative way, but in a persuasive way. There's a fine line between manipulation and persuasion, right? Persuasion is you have their best interest at heart, and manipulation is you're just looking at what you yourself can get. And so that's really where we're coming from here. How can we use influence? How can we use persuasion to support other people, to open up to possibilities, that they wouldn't have others have seen. And in this book, they're going to be covering 6 or maybe 7 principles. I think, Dee, do you remember if it's 6 or 7 principles? I think there's 7 chapters.
Yeah, correct. I think there is 6 principles, actually, if I remember correctly. I think it's 6 principles.
Okay, so yeah, we'll start Monday next week, and then we're going to go every single day, covering a chapter. So all of you are welcome to join. You can get the book, and we will implement our learnings, and we will all be able to create a positive impact, whether it's in our personal lives or our professional lives, just by taking these time-tested principles. The way I read the introduction of the book, and it's basically the social scientist or a psychologist, something like that. He went and he studied people in sales and all these different fields, and he observed them. And from there, he went ahead and figured out what are the principles that they operate. And he created this book, and it's been time tested. There have been revised editions of this book as well. So we know this is something that has worked. And so we look forward to applying it ourselves and inviting all of you to join us on this journey, especially for those of you. I know some of you here are influencers on social media. This is big for you. Any of you who are entrepreneurs or or just starting new businesses, or some of you are executives working on businesses, or people that are working in their current businesses, whatever you're doing, anybody, as I said earlier, that is working in a capacity where you are constantly communicating with people, this is going to be huge. So do join us Monday. The book is influenced by Robert Cialdini. Every single day starting Monday, we will go through a chapter. We start with chapter 1.
Okay,
We'll announce
awesome.
the time later on. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. And again, really we encourage you to kind of read along with us, because I think it'll have maximum impact versus just passively consuming the content. And when we're talking about the impact that the book has on us, this book is timeless. It's one of those books, it's totally worth the investment of time and energy that you're going to make into the book. And of course, if you're following along the experience that other people are having, and ideas that they're generating, which is Abs and I will be generating a lot of ideas about how we're going to implement this in our work and our personal lives, it's going to spark something for you as well. So yeah, totally. Make sure you're reading the book and following along. But even if you don't, there'll be immense value. If you do, it'll be next level value.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's about it. And if anybody, do you have anything else to add, Dee? If anybody has any questions about the book, we can quickly take that. Somebody asked, nothing for the ones who haven't found what they love doing. That's interesting. We can definitely look at that in the future book clubs. And you can also DM me if you have any questions about that. Somebody wrote for possibilities and positive impact. Absolutely. That's what this is all about. Generating new possibilities and creating massive impact by involving as many people as we can and going deep. Elixir of Life, any tentative dates for the next book club? If that's what you're asking, no, we don't have tentative dates for the next book club. Maybe we'll do one every month, but because the last one was October and then now we're in November. We don't know. I think December is holiday season, so maybe things might not work out in December, but let's see how this one goes, right? It's a play. Life is a play, yes. Work is a play. So we'll just play along and see how things go. And we welcome you all to join us on Monday for Influence by Robert Cialdini. So yeah.
Okay,
love it. All right.
See you guys on Monday.
See you all on Monday. Ciao.